What I expect to see in a horror trailer is definitely a lot of tension. I think there should be a good build-up of tension to frighten the viewer who's watching it. I think the soundtrack is really important because it sort of brings in the viewer as well. Like if it's quite an eerie, like distorted soundtrack, people are going to be like more interested in like wanting to go see it. What I feel when I watch a trailer is, well, usually a horror trailer, I'm usually quite scared. I hope that when there is like a build of tension, I do get quite frightened. And my favourite horror film probably has to be The Woman in Black. I think it's because it's not like every other horror film. It doesn't have like loads of knives. It doesn't have like loads of ropes. It's just kind of it's almost quite real in a sense, like because there are such like obviously there is such things as poltergeist, and even though The Woman in Black isn't a ghost, a poltergeist, it's still quite it's got a sense of realism to it, which I really like about it. I'm more attracted to the first magazine because I think, which is the Inception and the Empire. Um, I think it's because, obviously, because of the star persona like Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it just brings me in. And even though he's on the film magazine as well, he's got more of like a strong structure, more better body posture and stuff on the first one. And the way the writing's sort of distorted and leaning into his body, it just kind of attracts it more. I am attracted to the stars in the film more than the actual film itself in a sense because obviously if I've watched previous movies that they've been in and I've really liked it, then I'm going to like the movie a lot more. But generally in horror films you don't really see that, so it's kind of a bit of both. The narrative that I would probably like to see is Supernatural. I've always been a big fan of that, so definitely Supernatural. I think locations that are quite distorted provide the most effect, such as like sort of like a foggy, sort of mysterious location where like it's kind of abandoned almost. I think that's quite scary.
Do you like when you watch a horror film? Do you prefer locations such as like isolating the protagonists, like for example, like woods or like houses that they can't escape from, or do you prefer things that are like more closer to home, like they're at their own house and there's something there that's
I think if someone was to be in their own house, I think that would be a lot more scary because it scares me a lot more considering like I'm in my own house.
yeah.
I think that probably scares me a lot more. I think the characters that I would expect to see in horror is obviously the antagonist and the protagonist. And I don't know why, but children really scare me. I'd probably expect to see some sort of children in a horror film or young teenagers. I wouldn't expect to see a specific number. I wouldn't expect to see loads, but I wouldn't. I don't know. It's kind of just
like like basically you don't want too many
yeah,
because you want to be able to follow it, but you don't
Yeah.
want too little, so it's boring.
yeah. I'd say just average, maybe 4 or 5. Um, I think the most important aspects of a film poster are obviously the main the main sort of image of what's in the trailer, what's in the film. Like for example, like the Woman in Black poster. Obviously, it has the Woman in Black actually on the poster because it's what it's actually about in the film. So I'd probably expect to see the main storyline.
Yeah. What elements would you like if you like when you're doing your own film poster? What elements would you manipulate or like alter to make your film poster more appealing to the target audience? Basically, it's just like the the way your image is compared to what you're looking at for your examples. Like, how would you have your image? Where would you place the like title of the film to make your image better? Because like you don't exactly want it in the middle of the poster. You want it somewhere where you can still see the main image.
I'd have the main image placed in probably in the main bit of the post, like the main like middle bit. I'd have the title placed over the main image, not like over but on top, just but not too big so it doesn't take away the main image effect. Like you want to concentrate on the main image, and I'd probably have a subtitle
Tagline.
tagline. I'd have a tagline just slightly underneath the main image or along the side of it.
Okay. Thank you very much.